Good morning, it's Friday and today I am flying off to Athens. First evening here in Athens, and I wanted to go explore the city a little bit. I'm not very tired from the flight, and I wanted to go there, but it's closed, so we're gonna go tomorrow. It's so pretty! My Greek mythology loving self is in heavens right now. Like, I can't believe I'm here. Anyway, let me tell you about the metro. This is, I think, a good place to tell a story about it. So I was very busy. I'm not very good when it comes to trains. We don't have them in my village. But we were at our second line, so we transferred, and then we only had one stop, and it was a very full metro. Like, it was like elbow to elbow full, and my shoelace was untied, and it was untied already when we were in the escalator going to the train. So I was trying to fix it, and a woman was trying to open my bag, and I did not even notice. He was trying to open, and her two fingers were inside, according to my tour guide, but I did not feel anything. And he said, hey, what are you doing? Like that. And then everyone was looking, and he tried to move me. And then another guy, probably local, he said, move her to the side, she's safer there. And I was in shock, because it was my first time ever in my whole life, and I've been traveling into a couple of countries, and it was my first time that somebody tried to, pickpocket me or something like that. And in Athens, and I'm from the Philippines, and I was in Cebu for a very long time, and Cebu is known for, having a lot of pickpockets, but I've never had that experience ever, only here in Athens. But good thing, we noticed. Well, somebody noticed it right away, and she didn't get anything from my bag. So my phone, our wallets, my passport, everything is safe. Oh, and I also lost my travel guides, my tour guide's ID on the plane. Good thing the flight attendant found it. So it's a very interesting start for this trip, and I think I've used up all of my luck. So I'm going to be very careful from now on. And if you have this bag, and I'm very lucky that I have this sling bag, but the thing is, my like this one, what do I call this in English? I don't know, my brain is fine. But this was on the other side, so she was trying to open it, and I was doing like this, so I didn't notice. So now I'm trying to wear it like this, so the zipper will be on this side, so if somebody will try to open it, I can see it. And it was a lady, by the way. Yeah, I was really in shock, but you only had one stop, and it was very quick. It happened so quickly. So yeah, very interesting start. I'm sure other places in Athens are safer, but the metro was not a very interesting first day for me. And it's a good thing that our hotel is very close to the city center. So from now on, we're gonna walk, and I will not complain. I will walk in Athens. My shoes is ready, and my lungs is ready. So yeah, enough blah blah blah. Let's go. Good morning. Hello, good morning. So we're just getting breakfast. So the good thing about this hotel is they have a rooftop restaurant, and this is where you get food, and my view is the best. Alright, good afternoon. Yes, it's already afternoon. We will start a bit late today because we enjoyed the very nice view of the Acropolis from our hotel rooftop. So we are now at the Arch of Hadrian. So this is the Gate of Hadrian in Greek, and this is like the entrance to it's like a park with a lot of Greek structures from the 400 BC and a lot of years ago. And we are going to start exploring. It's a very nice day, and I'm very excited, and I can't still believe that I am in Athens. So this is the gateway to the Olympion. This is a place where you can find a lot of artifacts from, the ancient Greece. So let's check everything one at a time. And people might say, oh, it's just another old stone. It's probably true, but it's a very interesting, and it's part of a very interesting history of the whole civilization. So it's very important. Come on. They are currently renovating. It's full of metal, so it doesn't really look very ancient. But of course, renovation is very important to make sure that it would still be, stable after many, many years to come. It's a statue base. I'm not sure where the statue is, probably in another museum, but the base is still here. And these are all statue bases. So in Greece, they have a lot of olive trees everywhere, and they incorporate it in their culture, in their food. We have olive oil is one of the best produce that they have and import to other countries. And you can see olive trees everywhere, just like this one. So it's my first time seeing an olive tree. And I'm not a fan of olives. It's not for me, but I know a lot of people like it. But I do like olive oil in my hair and my skin. You can just take something. It's legal. It's allowed because this is public. And I also saw a lot of oranges on the sidewalk, and they said that you can just pick an orange and take it with you, and that's okay. So these are very expensive in the Philippines, and here is everywhere. You have them on the ground even. Nobody cares about it. Olives, no, you don't care. Bye-bye. It's like manchanitas in the Philippines. So this is the remnants of the Roman baths. As you can remember, in the olden times, they have like specific buildings where they take baths. They don't have their own showers or baths at home. So they come to like a public place where they take baths, and this is what it was before. This is what is left of the Roman baths. Okay, on to the next old stone. So this is from the classical houses, and you can see a lot of these everywhere. So that's why people sometimes skip this area and just go directly to the Acropolis. You can come here still. It's still very interesting, for me at least. History is interesting, and it's not very expensive. It's €4 per person. And we are now in the Acropolis, so it takes 10 years to get here. You don't have to buy tickets online, maybe depending on the season, but it's almost winter. We just bought tickets off the machine, and now we are in Acropolis. So Acropolis is in the center of Athens. It's on the top of the hill, and it contains remains of the old buildings from ancient Greece, and the most famous structure is the Parthenon, so that one. And very excited to see that because I've been seeing little Parthenon like souvenirs from the gift shops, and I really want to get one and buy one and take it home. But first I want to see it with my own eyes, so I'm very excited. Alright, so this is the theater of Dionysus. So we have also seen it from the bottom, but now it's a better angle here. And yeah, this is where they had any form of entertainment in the ancient times. And there's also another theater on the other side. That was not a very easy walk. Well, it was very easy, but it was a bit hot. Can you believe that this building is 2,000 years old? Wow. It has survived so many lifetimes and so many centuries. It's a bit crowded though. Too many people. Wow. It's very tempting. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Parthenon. Yeah, they're still renovating it, but it's still very, very nice to look at. This building has withstand a lot of centuries. I would like the phone number of the architect of this building for my future house in the island. Oh, San Romeo. It's too windy though. That's why the hair is up, my friends. It's very windy. And don't wear a skirt or a dress. No. So I'm taking a 5-minute break from all the hiking and walking, and I found a very nice stone to sit on, which is legal for you to sit on because in most places in the Acropolis, you can't touch anything, especially the marbles. Don't touch the marbles. And you can't touch anything or step on anything, which is very understandable because, of course, if you want to preserve something for a very long time, you just have to just stay away from it. Don't let people touch it because people ruin everything. And it's very crowded once we reach the top. I thought there wasn't really a lot of people, but once we reached at the top of the Acropolis, there were a lot of people. But this is a good spot. Most people are in groups. They have tour guides, and we don't. And this is the view. This is a good place to sit on and just take it all in. It's a very nice view from up here, and it's again really hard to imagine how old this structure is. This is 2,000 years old, maybe even more, and it's really just overwhelming to think that something very old can exist for a very long time and would probably outlive you and me. It's a very nice place. This was for Athena. I'm pretty sure that if you are a fan of Greek mythology and if you like to read about it, you already know what the Parthenon is for and who was it for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we are going to see the monument of Athena later on. They renovating it, but this used to house the statue of the monument of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. We just finished visiting the Parthenon and the Acropolis. It's very pretty. I suggest that you pay it a visit because a lot of people skip Athens and just go to the islands in Greece. I've never been to any of the islands, but I'm pretty sure it's also great. But this is very interesting for me, especially from somebody who came from an island in the Philippines. And below the Acropolis, just from the exit, like very near the exit, probably like a 1-minute walk from the exit, you would see like a big stone. It's like a hill, but it's made of stone. It's a big stone. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's a bit slippery once you're up, so you have to be very careful and probably wear better shoes. But the view from up here is really, really nice. You have the view of the Acropolis and you also have the view of the city. Probably a good place to spend sunset. Yeah. So we are now in the ancient Agora of Athens. So this place used to be like the commercial place, like a gathering place, like a market of Athens in the ancient times. and now we are exactly at the museum of the ancient Agora. I just witnessed the changing of the guards, and I am currently at Sintigma Square. So in front of their Parliament building, they have two guards. They are watching the place every day, 24/7. And they change the guards every hour at the top of the hour. So if you'd like to see that, make sure to come like 5-15 minutes before the top of the hour. And it was very interesting for me to see, because I've seen a couple of changing of guards in other countries, but that is a bit different, because instead of the usual fast marching situation, they were doing it in a very slow-mo kind of way, and their outfits are a bit different and their shoes were a little interesting. So make sure to check out other photos and other videos of that as well if you wanted to see more. So I also tried to go on a hop off tour bus earlier today, because I wanted to go to Pickpockets, but it rained all the time, so I was in the bus for all time, and then just decided to just call it a day, go back to the hotel, just relax. But it's a good thing that the weather sort of cleared up around 5 o'clock. So now I am here, and this is probably the end of my trip for my Athens video. And if you've reached the end of this video, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.